So, back for some more Believe in Boyt with Justin Burns' second place Roanoke team. And you know how I said yesterday that I'd be going back to 2 battles and I would have a lot more time? I have even less time than I had yesterday. Because I spent pretty much all of today building for the multi-battle league quarter-final against Team Cyberbaz. So like all my effort has gone to that, and I've got like negative minutes. So again, apologies, there will only be 1 battle today, but I do want to keep a streak going. So I've got Shiftry, so we've got potential Tailwind and double Trick Room there. That's an interesting one. Do I want to lead Lunala? Like, he's got double Dark, which is a bit of an issue. If he leads Shiftry Groudon, how would I counter that? I could go with Lunala and my Kartana. He's got his own Amoonguss though. So I can't lead my, really lead my Amoonguss Lunala to try and get Trick Room. I do want Kyogre for sure. So I could lead Kartana Kyogre, and then I should get the weather, unless he's min speed for Tailwind. But then he should have that min speed for Trick Room mod. Like he's got the Tailwind option with Shiftry. So I want to bring my Lele, because if he goes Trick Room, could be awkward. I'm leaning towards Incineroar instead. I'm going to go with Incineroar. So I'm running short of time, I'm just going to choose my mons. I've already got Psyshock stuff onto Amoonguss. And Amoonguss usually can't do too much to Kartanas, so I should still be fine against Amoonguss. And if I'm not bringing my Lele, and I'm bringing my Incineroar, then there is still Fake Out potential there, rather than stopping my own Fake Outs. Although I would have been bringing Lele over Incineroar, so that's a weird lead. That's a really strange lead. That works for me, because I've just remembered I got safety goggles. Does he immediately Flare Blitz here into Kartana? I feel like the correct play here is Psyshock the Amoonguss and switch into Kyogre, because then next turn I'll just be able to Water Spout and Psyshock. He wouldn't Spore the Kartana, he would try and Spore the Lunala, but I've got safety goggles, so I'm all good. And even if he's Pyappa, next turn this should put me into a position to just Spout and Psyshock and win. So I've been seeing Incineroar Amoonguss as a lead a lot more often, and I don't really get it. Like, you have Fake Out Spore, but it's such a passive lead that you kind of rely on the Spores, and if they just wake up turn 1, then it's such a pointless lead. I don't really get it, but there we go. So it's just Fake Out, that's fine. And it should be Spore into Lunala. No Pyappa Berry. Oh, I did loads. And then Spore into Lunala. Perfect. Safety Goggle was doing work. And now I just Spout and Psyshock. Is there any reason to Spout and Moongeist Beam instead? Because I feel like, which goes first? Moongeist Beam is still KOing a Moongeist actually. So I will Moongeist Beam and Water Spout here. No, because he could switch into Groudon. But then if he switches into Groudon, only Incineroar lives. Groudon will get KO'd. So I'm still fine with this. Because I can't do anything to really punish the Groudon switching. He's switching Incineroar actually. That's weird, because now you're gonna, unless you're double switching the Amoonguss, because Amoonguss will get KO'd and Water Spout will turn to single target. I'm not Specs, but I feel like single target, oh, Protect, okay, that's fair enough. So it's not, but then, no, does that still not really work? Because then I still just get a Moongeist Beam next turn. And that means he doesn't have, well, probably doesn't have Grass Knot. Yeah, I'd still did loads. We don't know who's faster between Groudon and Kyogre, but I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to Moongeist Beam the Amoonguss, and I am going to Water Spout. If he is faster and gets Precipice Blades, I should have KO'd an Amoonguss, which will turn the Water Spout single target again. I don't want to mess around with Origin Pulse after yesterday, unless I absolutely have to. The Groudon could be slower than Kyogre because he's got 2 Trick Room options, even though he's got the Tailwind option as well. Can't remember how fast this Kyogre is as well, so if I could remember the exact speed, I would be more confident in my play, but nope. We're really going to have to do that. Am I really going to have a 5-minute video? No, I'm not. I'm not going to just upload that for the sake of uploading, so This is going up much later than it should have done, but it is still technically Thursday in America, so I feel like it is better to put out a reasonable match, hopefully, rather than just 2 moves just for the sake of it. So, but he's also got Lele Lunala. Should we do a Lele Lunala mirror? Do you reckon he's down for that? He shouldn't be because he's got his Whimsicott. So, do I have to do the thing where I have to leave my Lele to stop the Lunala from being Prankster taunted? I'm quite iffy leading my Lunala into his potential Lunala because he could... I'm pretty sure he would outspeed me. I think this is a reasonably slow Lunala. Might be best to try and go Trick Room route. But that would mean Amoonguss Rage Powder or Incineroar Fake Out, and he's got Lele and Whimsicott to stop that. So that doesn't really work. And I've only got 20 seconds to decide. So I think I'll go the fast route with these. You never know, it could be a slow route. I could switch it up and go to the slow route. I could just Trick Room as easily as I could Tailwind. So, even though I got the Scarf Lele, if I think he's going to Tailwind and I Trick Room, then it doesn't matter if I've got Scarf Lele. So, let's see. Lunala, oh. So we're stopping the Whimsicott from doing something. But if the Whimsicott attacks my Lunala, and then he gets the Moongeist Beam, that is not ideal. So the best case would be he Tailwinds with his Whimsicott. So I think I do need to try and Trick Room, even though I got my Scarf Lele on the field. And I will Dazzling Gleam, because I want to break the Shadow Shield of his Lunala. But Dazzling Gleam should 2-shot Whimsicott with a single and double target. Because the double target would happen because I'd KO the Lunala. Okay, there's a Tailwind, so as long as he's not Specs Lunala, this is okay. He's Scarf Lunala, because that outsped my Lele. So this is kind of even more ideal that I'm getting the Trick Room here. Okay, I'd have much preferred him to attack Lele there, but does this 2-shot Whimsicott with it turning into... probably not. Probably not. But I have broken his Shadow Shield, so I can go for the Moongeist Beam onto his Lunala here. And I could switch. His Lunala will not be moving this turn. Maybe a Cassid Berry saves him, but I don't think it would at this range. I can switch. I don't think he would Moonblast Lele, or even attack Lele with Whimsicott, so I think I can afford a switch into Kyogre here. And... no, I was going to say he's not switching his Lunala, but he's in Tailwind now, so he would switch second. Okay, Whimsicott protects. That's perfect, because I know the Lunala's Scarfed, so this is a guaranteed hit into it. So, yeah, I'm very content with my Kyogre switch now. That's perfect. I'm not sure why he would protect Whimsicott there. Maybe he, because he saw the damage of double target Dazzling Gleam, he knew that double target, single, kind of confusing. So, he knew that the double target did enough that the single target Dazzling Gleam would KO him, so then it justifies to protect, but still a bit of a weird one because I'm just gonna spout and Moongeist Beam now. I do have a free KO into that Whimsicott if I want, but it probably still is safer. I can. Does he have a Dark type? Does a VGC 19 team have a Dark type? There's an Incineroar there, obviously. It's just whether because Psyshock is now more powerful against the Xerneas because of the Psychic Terrain. But if I Moongeist Beam, I want to say it covers an Incineroar switch, but he was switching into a Water Spout, so I don't really think that makes a difference. So I'm just going to Moongeist Beam and Water Spout, and I want to see if the Water Spout KOs the Whimsicott from here. I'm not sure it will. It'll be close. Okay. I maintain it was close, so... but it was also close on the Xerneas, so it didn't make a difference which one I targeted, but that's going to be a lot quicker. So, I think this game is reasonably sealed now. And I will fight, like, because this is going out late anyway, I might as well find another game, because the first one was way too short. This is a pretty short game. And yeah, just a little late. So him tailwinding, trying to match my tailwind, did not work out for him. And I think that may have been one of the first. Maybe I've seen one or two other Scarf Lunalas, but I think Scarf Lunala is not worth at all. Like, it's not strong enough to be a Scarfer. Has much better roles, in my opinion, than to be the Scarfer. Like, because he had his own Lele, that's much better as a Scarfer. He had his Kartana that could be a Scarfer. Like, I don't really think Scarf Lunala is worth it all. I mean, tricking a Xerneas, like maybe best of one, like, faster than Xerneas tricking them, the Choice Scarf, is worth it. But, and I guess technically this ladder is best of one. So, like, I would say, would be Scarf Lunala's main niche, tricking a Xerneas, surprisingly. But as soon as they know, then the game 2 and 3 could go completely differently. So, I don't think I would ever use a Scarf Lunala seriously. I don't think it's worth. Okay, so back with Jason from the United States. So if we win this match, should be in the 1600s. Hooray! Okay, so pretty much the Aston Jeremy team, but he's got his Lele of a Crobat. So like, that slot, as much as I can understand, is supposed to beat Venusaur Groudon, which Lele doesn't really. So it's an interesting change there. A lot of people have been changing to Kartanas, which also doesn't beat Venusaur Groudon if the Venusaur is in Power Fire, which it should be. So, how do you go about this one? Trick Room probably is the way to go. So I'm leaning towards Lunana or Amoonguss. Because I don't need to lead Lele to stop the fake outs, because Lunala can't be faked out. So, I think that's okay. And if I go Kyogre, then I'm torn between Incineroar and Kartana. Kartana's still very good. Incineroar is still entirely reasonable. I think I'm going to go with Kartana to have an option outside of Trick Room. Although, if my Kartana ends up in Trick Room, then that's not ideal. We'll have to see. It's usually restricted plus fake out, so that counts, technically. So if he's Lovely Kiss, which it probably should be, we have to play with these awkward does it hit mind games. But then again, if I Spore instead of Rage Powder, would that be the worst thing? Like, if I Rage Powder, Trick Room is going up. There is nothing he can do to stop Trick Room. Unless he's Fake Out Smeargle and Roar Xerneas. Like, that is the most extreme case. But if I Rage Powder and he hits the Lovely Kiss, I can't really make use of Trick Room enough. Like, because Amoonguss will be dead weight, I'll have to switch. He'll get another Lovely Kiss. So I think I'm going to Trick Room, but I'm also going to Spore instead of Rage Powder. Because if he just fakes out with Smeargle, that's not the worst. Because that means he's not Lovely Kissing. Xerneas protects. Okay. If he's protecting and Lovely Kissing, that's actually a pretty good play. And he does hit. Is that into Lunala? It's into Amoonguss. So we're getting up Trick Room. But I have burnt a turn with Amoonguss. And he didn't get his Geomancy this turn. So he still has to spend a turn getting a Geomancy. We'll have to see what Moody does. Don't show me speed. Oh, that's not good. Of course he gets the minus speed. Oh dear. That does put him slower than Lunala now. Because I want to switch Amoonguss into Kyogre. but then he gets his Lovely Kiss potential into Lunala this turn. And if he hits it, then I don't break any Focus Sashes. They don't tend to run Wide Guard, but they very easily could do. But he's got his Geomancy, so he'll be able to take the Water Spouts easily. And I need my Amoonguss to be able to clear Smog the Xerneas. So I am going to Psyshock the Smeargle and still try and wake up. I just want to wake up and clear Smog the Xerneas when I can. Ideally, if we get the first turn wake, it should be all good. Then I'll just Spore the Smeargle again as he protects the Xerneas. Which we do get, so that's really nice. Because he's going to switch the Smeargle into Toxicroak or Incineroar. Probably, it should be. Yeah, it's still Focus Sash. It should be Toxicroak because I got the Kyogre. So he does get the Geomancy this turn, but I'm just going to Spore the Spore and Moongeist Beam the Smeargle this turn. I think Psyshock is probably Psyshock's way better because that hits the Toxicroak well. I was just thinking because I could chip the Incineroar if it's the Incineroar. Or if it's the Lunala switch, getting greedy, trying to get that Psych up in early. But yeah, irrelevant Moody Boost because he's asleep anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to Spore the Smeargle, and no, because if he switches into Toxicroak and then I Psyshock the Toxicroak on the switch in, that still KOs him. He can't wake up with a Smeargle. He will surely have Lunala in the back. So I'm tempted just to Psyshock into the Xerneas anyway, just in case it's he doesn't protect for some reason. And if it's an Incineroar switch in, then the Psyshock into Smeargle is useless. So this is Incineroar, then I'm very happy with my play. It is Toxicroak as I expected. So the Psyshock into there would have been lovely, but I think this is better because now I get my Psyshock and Clear Smog on the same turn. Is it better to Spore first? Is it better to Spore the Xerneas first? I think it probably is. Because then he's got no Psych Up potential then with his Lunala. I could still Rage Powder the Psych Ups away, but like I definitely Psyshock the Toxicroak this turn. But it's just, do I Spore first? Because then it's 2 more turns of Trick Room, right? Because I don't want to. No, I'm going to Clear Smog because I don't want him to take the turn of sleep and then get the first turn wake. And he doesn't get the double protect. So Spore was better there because like I was worried about the first turn wake protect. Whereas because he tried and failed the double protect, that means that I would have got the guaranteed Clear Smog into the Xerneas this turn, unless he had Incineroar over Lunala in the back. But there's no way Toxicroak can take this. And his Smeargle hasn't taken his turn of sleep yet, so things are looking pretty good. If it's Lunala, one more turn of Trick Room, the Lunala will protect. But that's fine, I should be able to get, because I've got Piappa Berry as well, I should be able to get Trick Room up again. So you can very easily double protect here. Will be the safest way round of doing it, because I leave both in. If I Spore the Lunala, then it'd be better to actually like double attack the Lunala. He's still going to double protect with both, but yeah, I think it's better to actually attack the Lunala because it will go down if it doesn't double protect. If he does double protect, I don't really care. So and there we go, he's gone. So yeah, I think the match was so far in my favour anyway, because there wasn't, like, especially with the Piappa Berry, there was no way he could stop Trick Room again. With Smeargle having a guaranteed turn of sleep, I think the game was pretty comfortably mine. So sorry this is going out quite late, but I hope you appreciate this, like these extra 2 games on top of what was not worth uploading on its own. I hope you agree. But I'm not so busy that I have no time tomorrow. So hopefully we'll be back to the normal time. Keep saying that, but let's believe in Boyt. Maybe a little bit cursed because like the Wednesday when I say I don't have time, it'll go back to two videos. 2 matches in one video, then I immediately have even less time the next day. So maybe some sort of curse. We need to break this curse. But hopefully back to normal for the last day of this week with the Justin Burns' Roanoke team. So look forward to that. Thanks for watching.